Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you Tuesday, May 19th. The year's 2020. Let's talk trading. You do it to yourself. Revisited. Now, fellow traders, before we begin, remember these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. Trading is extremely risky. You can lose all of your money. If you need trading, investment, or financial advice, seek the advice of an accredited financial professional. So, you do it to yourself. And I've got Walmal on the line. We're going to revisit this. How you doing today, Walmal?
Well, today's been an interesting day for me. It's to be honest with you, I haven't traded well today, and most of it's been my fault. You know, some of it just market moves against me, but a lot of it is my fault. You know, and there was one trader out there on one of the boards. I don't remember who it was, but one of the traders out there actually had a comment going back a month or so ago when I had last went and showed that, you know, I had a bad day, and basically, oh, come on, guys, what's wrong with you? You know how to follow the rules, yeah. Well, here's a reality check. I'm just being vulnerable here. I've had a bad day. You know, am I worried about it? No, because I know I'll get back on track, and I'm going to have to learn from this, and that's what we have to go and take from this, is that trade what you see, which is what we talked about yesterday, and I need to get back on track, follow the rules, and do what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's where I got into a lot of trouble. Sure, the market went against me and chopped me out of a couple of trades. In fact, there was one trade I went and jumped into, and literally the market went and brought me in 5 pips past where I asked to come in. I mean, when I'm only looking to get maybe 5 pips, you know, that's a big move. And obviously on that trade, I actually wound up taking a 1 pip loss, I think, on that trade. But I had that happen to me a number of times today, and sure, the market did that. But when I'm honest about it and look at myself introspectively, and I just went and did this with TRO right before this phone call, and that is that, you know what? I'm sitting here and I have a bunch of bad trades, and they were bad trades not because the market necessarily went against me. They were bad trades because I did not follow the rules. And we've talked about this in the past. A bad trade is not that the market goes against you. A bad trade is when you don't follow your rules.
Okay, but did you have your risk management in place?
I absolutely did, and that's why I'm still able to trade. In fact, I just jumped into a trade and I just got out. And because I had my risk management in place, I was able to go and get into that trade and actually pick up 5 pips from the start of this phone call.
Yeah. Now, we were talking about the brain management and the pain coming from your reaction to the market. And as I was in a trade, I was short the pound at right around 50. And then the pound proceeded to go almost to 70. And then I had scalped a few, so I was probably sitting around. I'd gotten most of it back, but I still had that one trade sitting out in there that was in the red. And, I'm looking at it, and I even said to Walmart, hey, price is in the rat zone. And so it's coming back out. And where I got out was right at the edge of the rat zone, which was really the place where, had I not been in a trade, that would have been the last place to get in. But because I was managing the pain, which was my reaction to the market being down, as opposed to just doing what I was supposed to do, I got out when, if anything, I should have even added on, and I left about 10 or more pips on the table, and I did it to myself.
Yep, and here's a reality too, because I've been down so far today. I got out of that trade that I just talked about, and I got out, and the reason why I got out was because I saw the market hesitate and come back against me like a pip or two, and if I would have stayed in and used my rules properly, okay, using my 10-5-1 method, I would have gotten out with 10 pips as opposed to getting out with 5 pips. Again, that's that pain management again, and what that again comes down to is just following your rules, and I did it to myself. So I left 5 pips on the table that would have been very, very easy for me to pick up, and I should have picked up, but I didn't.
Yeah. So I
got to get better at that, and we all do.
Yeah, so what happened was I'm showing them on the screen here. I went short here and then it went against me a little bit and then it came back. And so then I went short a second time here. And then right here I took about 2 pips, and then the second trade I was up 3 pips and I didn't take it. And then if you look at a 1 minute bar, you can see what the market did. Um, right here. It just shot right up. I mean, and this thing just shot right up. I didn't even have a chance to even get out with BE +1 because I hadn't moved it. Um, and then of course it went up here, and then I can't remember but I got another scalp in here or here, and I missed the one here because took my eye off the screen. But and that once again, I did it to myself. I wasn't where I needed to be when I needed to be there. And that's just what happened. So you can see right here on this hour, we had a touch. And then here's the second one. So did you just go short at 50?
I did.
Yeah, so since I'm doing the video, I don't usually trade and do video at the same time. But right there you can see, so you had a chance. Did you already get out?
Yeah, I got out with 3.5 pips.
So right there, boys and girls and non-binary traders, you saw that right there, just how fast these trades are. So if you were sitting here with all smiles and you didn't take it, look where you are now. You're underwater. And that's just the way the market moves sometimes. And so you have to take it while you can. I mean, that was back in the old days, with us Forex pirates, we used to say, take all that you can, give none back. That was our motto. On the let's see, on the weekly chart here, you can see that we still have 2 that haven't filled, and the pound is actually 170 pips above the open and 17 pips off of the high so far. And for the day, the same thing, 17 pips off the high, second green day in a row. And as you can see, we did not hit the pivot. We broke out of yesterday's high at 22.27. We're now at 22.50. That's 23 pips. For anybody wanting to take either the high break or that wick zone break, once again, simple trades. We broke out of the, actually we broke into the inside bar low of the weekly from 7 weeks ago, but we usually don't take trades going into the inside bar. We just look for the trades going outside. 85 pip range on the day on the pound. You can see we got 4, 6, 8, 9 pairs over 100 pips. Okay, we had a pivot point down here. So if you took those triggers, you got your fingers burned because the pound just wanted to go up. And once again, you can see the rat zone here. We've got the red rat and the smart rat. They're in agreement. The green rat is given a little more than the smart rat down here, the smart green rat. So, but once again, you can see how many times crossing this 48 level, how many times the red rat, he's just nibbling the cheese, sometimes getting 10 or more, but he's just nibbling the cheese and getting fat red rat today. Okay, remember I called out the weekly pivot at 122.21. We took that out yesterday. We hit it again today and continued on. Pivot we missed here, so we've got 4 missed pivots this year. Only 1 from last year, and that's 1,111 pips away. Okay, showing here that upper wick zone at 2227, 1.2227. It dipped in once, twice, touched it and bounced, and it looks like we're heading back down again. Walmal, did you take another short there?
I did, and got another 2 pips.
Okay, because I just came back to the Walmal screen. I was just curious if you're trading away as I'm talking. So you can see there, traders.
Yeah, I just want to bring up one point. We talked about this earlier. The reality is also with this, you also can't give up. And we talked about that, and the idea is that you can't give up. And if you've got your risk management in place, you can keep on going. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm just, I got a bunch of pips to make up, but I'm picking them off 1, 2, 3, 5 pips at a time. And, and if I keep on doing this, by the end of the day, I may not be profitable or hit my core for the day, but I'll be in a position where tomorrow I can easily go and make that up. And that's what I'm trying to do, And, yesterday I think I had 25 or 27 pips was my what I actually made yesterday. So, at this point in time, I'm coming in on being break even, for the week, not for the day, obviously, but for the week. And so that's what you have to do. Just keep on trading. Don't give up. Just keep on going. And the only way you can do that is having your risk management in place and following your rules.
Exactly. And you can see here, right here at the 2250 psychological, you had a red candle. I mean, there's just no reason not to take that trade. None.
Yeah, and every single candle, if you look at the multimeter, M1 all the way through H4 are all red. So that's sort of like, that's a no-brainer to go and take.
And then looking at the map, you can see right here we're at the H1 bottom and H4 bottom, previous H4 midpoint right here. And this was interesting because I think earlier Walmal went long and got his fingers burned when I was going short, because I was looking here and I said, wait a minute, I think I called it out. It was like on the M15, it was like below the, went below the mid dot or something.
Right.
Remember that one?
I remember it, believe me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like sometimes you remember those ones that really, really burn you. And you can see here on the bottoms and the tops, we've just been wiping it out. I mean, you put it here, and there was a trade this hour. I saw where it was. It was in the wicks. I said, hey, like, look at all these wicks it's in. It's like that probably is going to go down. And then earlier on the M15, you can see here, once again, price shot up here. It started coming through the wicks, made that high. It came up here, got into the wicks, and shorted. In fact, that's something that Dragon used to do. And I noticed there's a few new traders out there that are looking to do the Dragon 33 as money management and possibly some of the trades. And we'll probably maybe I'll talk about those trades, the Dragon method, either tomorrow or the next day, because it's definitely profitable. And it's something that we do. And if you come back here to, where is it? Got so many charts. Basically, Dragon liked to use the M15. And he said, the only indicators you needed were the dynamic support resistance, which I don't have on this chart, and the candle color multimeter. And basically, you're just looking for all these colors to be in alignment. So here you've got a red H1. So as soon as, right now you've got 3, it's moving against you. But if this turns red and these are all red, you might look to go short again. So, and that's pretty much how that works. But the point being is that you really have to work on your brain management so you don't take emotional trades. And as Walmal said, you get, if you're in that losing position, you just got to stick to your plan, right?
Absolutely. Just stick to it and just keep on trading. And, that's the thing. If you're sticking to it and you're following your rules, statistically, you're going to go and be successful at the end of the day. And that's what you need to do. You need to go and stick to your rules.
Yeah.
And, if you are losing, stop, take a breath, figure out why you're doing it.
Yeah, because you have to remember, this is the fastest 15 minutes when we make this video. So fellow traders, remember, you do it to yourself, and it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks and hit subscribe, hit like, hit the bell,